Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm just going to kind of jump right into it. You're probably wondering what the heck all this cleaning stuff is behind me, and let me kind of explain to you what I am up to today. So well, first off, I guess I am somebody, I clean pretty much every single day. Something. I'm cleaning something, whether it's doing laundry, whether it's, deep cleaning the house, whether it's basic stuff like vacuuming, dusting, things like that. Pretty much every single day, even on weekends and all of that, I'm at least cleaning something. And it's very mundane. Those of you who are in the same boat as me, it's very mundane. And one of the things that I like to do to kind of spice it up and make it more interesting is I love trying all sorts of different products. So what ends up happening though is you get a ton of cleaning products in your stash. And right now I'm just kind of feeling overwhelmed by all of the products. And honestly, as I was pulling everything out, because this is literally all the cleaning products in my house, as I was pulling things out, I was finding things like in the back of cabinets that I didn't even know I had. So basically what I want to do is kind of go back to basics and simplify everything. So today I am going to go through all of my cleaning products. I'm going to pick out my, like what you would call holy grail cleaning products, my basics, the ones that I can't live without. And then those are going to get put away. And the rest of the products that are left are going to be put into a bin so that I can kind of start working through them and use those up over the next coming week or so, because some of them might have more product than I can use up in a week. Some of them though, I think I could easily use up in a week because they're pretty low. But that way I can kind of get the clutter out of my house. The flip side of this too is I've talked about how I kind of want to get back into stockpiling and prepping and things like that. And I feel like if I can just get my stash down to my basics, then I can kind of make a list of those items, and then that's my list of things that I should be stocking. Because obviously if there was a situation like an emergency situation, or a crap situation where I'm not going to be going to the store or anything like that, it's not going to really matter if I'm having like all these options to be able to clean with. At that point, you just kind of want your basics. So at this point, since I'm kind of starting over with stocking, I'm just worried about getting those basics. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. Hopefully this inspires you. Maybe you need to do this, in your cleaning supplies. I honestly need to do this in so many different areas of my house because I am just one of those people. I love trying new things because I do get bored very easily. So I need to do this in like my body care and skincare. I need to do this in food, quite honestly. I mean, there's just so many areas in my house that I need to do this with. But I thought maybe starting with the cleaning would be probably one of the easiest because it may not look like it, but my cleaning supply stash is probably my smallest stash of like if you want to put it in a box type category. I have way more body care, skincare, food, stuff like that to go through than cleaning. Cleaning should be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and jump into this. kind of give you like an overview before I actually start like categorizing. And as we go through, I'll let you know what my holy grails are. So let me kind of break these down. Let me put them into categories because right now this is, how do I want to do this? Actually, no, you know what? We'll just start going through. Yeah, I'm just going to start going through and then I'll show you once I get some stuff sorted. I'm going to start with laundry. So I have 2 boxes of the borax. Both of the boxes are open. So I am going to condense these down into like one bag just to get rid of some of the clutter. But that is definitely a holy grail product because I use that. And actually I use this Arm & Hammer, the super washing soda, which I have 2 of those also, both open. I use both of those to do my homemade laundry detergent. And then I have 2 of the Dawn, and these are actually not even opened yet. But those also go into my homemade laundry detergent, which I will be sharing that recipe with you guys soon. I've made a couple different like homemade laundry detergents, and I have finally settled on one that just it's perfect for our house. It doesn't make like a huge amount. You make a gallon at a time, and it uses like 3 ingredients. I mean, it's super basic, but it works really well. So those 3 items there, the borax, the washing soda, and the Dawn, those are all holy grail items I will continue to stock. I have this active washing machine cleaner. Honestly, you guys, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just don't feel like these do anything. I feel like I get just as good of results if I do, like put like white vinegar or something in my washing machine to clean it. So I feel like these are pretty pointless. So this is definitely not a holy grail. That's just going to be a use up item. Back here, I have a jug of the white vinegar. This is a definite keep. Again, you can use this to clean your washing machine. You can also add this to your laundry, like if you're doing towels or something, to kind of strip them and get them nice and fluffy and absorbent again. So the vinegar is definitely a keep. For me, that's a holy grail. I have this Downy, which honestly, I only use this for things like blankets. Because I just like the fragrance. So it's not really a holy grail item. As far as putting stuff in the dryer, I do have, I think like 6 of those wool dryer balls. So I don't use dryer sheets or anything like that. And I don't, like on clothing and things like that, I don't use the fabric softener or anything. I just use the wool dryer balls and they work just fine. So this is one of those things that I like to have around, but it's really not a necessity. And then I have this big thing of the baking soda. Again, not a necessity because I could use, the only thing that I use this for is to put in to kind of refresh my towels, which like I was just saying, I could just use the vinegar. So this really isn't like a holy grail product for me. And then I do have some Tide pods, which I like to switch up every once in a while, again, just because I get bored. But if I was going to do holy grail, I would just make my own laundry detergent. So the Tide really isn't a necessity. So I guess, yeah, that's where my conclusions are on the laundry stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get those situated, put the things away that I am going to continue stocking, and the other things are going to go in a bin. Okay, so I did want to mention the washing soda. The one box was fine. The other box, I don't know if you can see, it is completely like hard as a rock. So obviously moisture had already gotten to it. And I mean, it was hard as a rock. I could not even chip pieces off of it. So I did double bag what was left like in the other box. And then the borax, one of the boxes was a little bit crispy, but nothing that a kitchen knife couldn't break up. So the borax is fine. But I did double bag these in Ziploc bags just to make sure to keep the moisture out of them moving forward because they will turn into bricks. Okay, so let me get this cleaned up and we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so the next category that we're going to kind of go through is like all-purpose cleaners and floor cleaners. Okay, so over here I have the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day, the multi-surface everyday cleaners. Now I have the concentrate in the rosemary, and then I also have the spray bottle in the rosemary. This is definitely a holy grail product. I love this stuff. I use it for my countertops. I use it for spraying down like my dining room table. You can use the concentrate in a bucket to do your floors. And the fragrance, the rosemary, is my absolute favorite of the Mrs. Meyer's, because if you've ever smelled, like if you've ever, this sounds so weird, you guys, but if you've ever gone to like an Aveda concept salon and you walk in the door, the smell that you are smelling is a shampoo that's called Shampure from Aveda, and it's heavy on the rosemary. So if you are a fan of like that Aveda type smell, then you would love the Mrs. Meyer's rosemary, because it smells just like Aveda. So that is a definite holy grail for me. I also really like the lavender. I do not have the concentrate. I am all out of the concentrate, but I do need to get a concentrate. So those are both holy grail. Now I do have this acorn spice scent. That's just a seasonal, like fun fragrance. So that is definitely not a holy grail for me. We have this big old thing of Pine Sol. This is a holy grail for me because it is antibacterial. So this is what I use to clean my toilets. This is what I use to mop my bathroom floors. Anything that I want to make sure that I'm killing germs, like if I wanted to wipe down doorknobs and light switches, it would be with Pine Sol. So, and like I said, you can use this even on floors, like your bathroom floor or something. So that's a holy grail. Next up is the Fabuloso. Now this is just one of those things. I love the fragrance of this. This is the lavender one, which is my favorite Fabuloso. But it's, again, it's not a holy grail for me because number one, it's not antibacterial. So it's not like I would use that to clean my toilets or my bathroom floor or anything like that, just because it doesn't, you know, it's just going to clean it. It's not going to like sanitize it or whatever. And as far as like doing the rest of my floors, I'd rather use the Mrs. Meyer's. So this is just one of those products that like it's fun to have around, but it's not a necessity. So that's not a holy grail for me. Now this next one is the Method Squirt and Mop Wood Floor Cleaner. This is a holy grail for me because if I want to do any spot cleaning on my floor, or if I decide to do like a deep clean, like on my hands and knees with a scrub rag cleaning of the floor, this is what I use. This one is in the almond scent, which is my absolute favorite. It works so good. So even though I only use it for like specifically like for floors, and it's, you know, like I said, it's just the spot clean and the hands and knees type cleaning, it is definitely a holy grail for me. And then the last thing is this Murphy's oil soap. Again, I like it. It's fine. It is what it is. But I have other products that I like better for my floors. So that is not a holy grail product for me. Next category. Okay, so first thing is this Arm & Hammer Pet Fresh Carpet Odor Eliminator. So I like this because it has a really great scent, but it's definitely not necessary. It's not like a holy grail. Obviously, I can vacuum my carpet without having to use this. So this is just like a fun product. Next up, I have this Pledge Lemon Enhancing Polish for furniture. I'm honestly not a fan of that. That was one of those products that I got just to kind of give it a try, and I wasn't a fan. Now, when it comes to dusting, this is my holy grail. This is the Orange Glow Wood Furniture 2-in-1 Clean and Polish. I love that stuff. Not only does it make like wood furniture super shiny and, you know, adds oil back into woods so that they don't crack or anything, but it smells so good. It's like a true orange oil type scent, not like a synthetic. So I love that product. I have these protectant wipes. These are actually for car interiors. Sorry about that. Okay, these are actually for car interiors, like for your leather, but I have found that they work really, really well on stainless steel. So I do like these, but they're not really necessary. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Obviously, I have a thing for cleaning windows. Not really. I have the Armor All Auto Glass Cleaner. I don't know why I have this because it's obviously not in my car, and it's very, very small to be doing interior windows, so that just needs used up. Back here I have the LA's Totally Awesome Streak Free Window Clean. This is the vinegar formula. I hate this stuff. I mean, it works well, but I hate the smell of vinegar. So that is definitely something that just needs to be used up and then be done with it. Then over here, I have the LA Totally Awesome Window Clean, and that's the original formula. So it's kind of like the dupe for Windex, and it works really, really good. So those I would continue to purchase, and they are kind of holy grail. And then I actually do have the Windex Crystal Rain, which is probably my absolute favorite, but the LA Totally Awesome is fine too. I mean, honestly, there's not much difference, but as far as cleaning windows and things, that is what I would choose, is like the either Windex dupe, but like the blue formula. I am steering clear of the vinegar. My bin of things that I need to use up is getting, well, it's overflowing at this point, so it's quite full. But this is the last category of things to go through. So first up, we have this Great Value all-purpose cleaner with bleach. I love this stuff for cleaning things like the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink because it does have that bleach in there, so it is going to kill bacteria. So that is definitely a holy grail for me. The Great Value steel wool soap pads, again, it's kind of a holy grail for me. And the reason for that is because specifically for like your glass bakeware, for some reason, like I have tried everything. I've looked up how to clean, you know, baked on, like if you use cooking spray or whatever, how to get rid of that. And I have tried everything. I've tried soaking it with like the baking soda and vinegar and like all the different things. The only thing that I can find that works to remove that is the steel wool soap pads. So those are definitely a holy grail. I have this Wyman glass cooktop cleaner. Honestly, I never use this. If I have a stain on my stovetop, I use something else, which I'll show you in a minute. So that just needs to be used up. The Great Value Ultra Dish Liquid, that's what I use for washing dishes all the time. It's fine. It's inexpensive. It works good. So I will continue to stock that. This is another like homemade thing. This is what I use to clean like the tub and shower because it is so good at removing like soap scum, like buildup. And all that's in it is dish soap, vinegar, and water. So as long as I stock those items, which those are holy grail items for me, this will be, you know, I'll be able to make this, which if you want to see the recipe for this too, let me know because I could do that. Then we have the Great Value Toilet Bowl Cleaner. This is another, it's an antibacterial one. It says it kills 99.9% of germs. It's fine. It has kind of like a bleachy type smell to it, which I like. Bleach to me smells clean. So as long as it's cleaning and it smells clean, that's really all I care. So those are holy grail. Next is this liquid strength or pro strength liquid plumber. This does work really, really well. Now, I don't know that we've ever had like a serious clog, but what I generally do is I will just put this down the kitchen drain and also the bathroom drain, just every once in a while, just kind of for maintenance purposes. And it works really, really well. So that is a holy grail product for me. And then the last thing is this Barkeeper's Friend. And this is what I was saying, like I use this on my cooktop and it works really well. It also works really, really well on like stainless steel cooking stuff. Like if you have pots or anything like that, you use this stuff and it makes them look like they are brand new, like just like you just pulled them out of the box. So that is definitely a holy grail item for me. So that's a lot of products. I've got some cleaning to do. Definitely have some products to use up. Okay, so I am actually going to end the video here. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video. I wouldn't even necessarily consider this like a vlog. Please be patient with me, you guys, as I'm trying to get back in the habit of filming. It's actually, it feels very awkward to be in front of the camera again. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to just kind of, you know, get into the groove of it. Plus, honestly, like I hope this isn't too loud. We actually today, let me kind of go down a rabbit trail here. Today is 70 degrees, and this is probably it because we've already had frost, and next week we're actually supposed to have a rain snow mix. So this like 70-degree day is like a complete bonus. So I actually have the window open. So if you hear like traffic or like trucks or anything, that's what it is. Hopefully it doesn't, sound bad on video. Hopefully it doesn't bother you guys. But what I was saying is that, like obviously I'm just starting back to YouTube. So, it feels a little bit awkward to be in front of the camera again. But then honestly, I truly am at like this transition in my life where I'm still figuring out who the heck I am at this point. I might dive deeper into that at some point too, if you guys are interested. But I feel like I'm kind of starting over. I'm starting from scratch, which at times is really exciting because it's like I get to completely like experience things from a different perspective, and it's almost like new. It's like starting over. But then other times it's super, super frustrating because I have, like I'm 42 years old and I feel like I'm starting over and I have no idea like what I even want to do or who I am sometimes. So, I'll probably dive deeper into that in a later video, but, I don't know, for me, decluttering and like getting rid of things and using things up, that has always helped to kind of ground me and to bring some normalcy to my life, and it's very, very calming for me. So I don't know, I think it's probably something to do with like control, because when you clean or declutter or something like that, it brings about a sense of control. So that's why I figured I'd start with a video like this, because legit, this is where I'm starting in my life right now. So let me know if you enjoy these type of videos and you want to continue seeing stuff like this. Obviously, I'll be putting out other content too. But yeah, this is kind of just where I decided to start. So anyway, we're going to end it here. Hopefully my next video will be maybe more interesting for you guys. I don't know. Maybe this is interesting. It's kind of funny because there are YouTubers that I watch and they do the most like mundane things in their eyes. And they're always saying, like, I hope that this doesn't bother you. I hope you're not bored. I hope this isn't like, like I don't know how to explain. Like they feel the same way like I'm feeling. Like they feel like what they're doing is just boring and it's just like their everyday life and it's not interesting to anybody. And it's funny because like obviously they're saying that, but I'm watching them and I'm loving their videos. You know what I mean? So to me, it's not boring. It's very peaceful. It's calming, even though it's just like, the mundane things that people do, like cleaning videos and grocery hauls and stuff like that. So I know I enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this isn't like super boring to you. Like I said, there will be more content to come as I kind of like ease back into this. But if you made it this far, thank you guys for watching. So anyway, I will see you guys very soon in another video.